think about this. My teachers, my dad, Fred Gone, Jr., Uncle Preston Stiffarm, and my teachers, they talked about this life and death. Today, soon, we're going to take home our children, our grandfather and grandmother, like that. That's what we talk about at home. What my brother talked about, we try to teach our children about these ways that we have. It's hard, but we can't run from it. It's going to happen to every one of us, no matter how young or how old we are. This is part of the Creator's law, not ours. He knows when we come on this earth, He knows when we can leave this earth. So we talk about that to our children, as small as they are, because they have to try to get ready the best way they can. But even then, when you think they have it all together, when that happens, it knocks you down to Mother Earth. And that's the hardest thing to get up from, because your heart, your body, your soul is down here with them, because you don't want them to leave us. These words I'm talking about, my teachers at home, but they're not here today. They taught me a lot of good things about our ways that came from home. No other country, just from what my brother talked about. Iitaanɔɔn'i home. I'm lucky. I had spiritual people in our home, elders, to teach me about our home, what we had to do. When I started on this red road of life, my dad, Fred, he said his father, which was my grandpa, Fred Sr., told him to go home, and there's a young man back there that needs to know this, because our people at home are pitiful. They don't know nothing. They don't have nothing. And he meant from our hometown, our fur-capped mounds, we call them, where we put these beautiful babies here and these beautiful elders here. So we talk about those things because we need to know these things, especially our children. They need to know where they come from, even though they were lost. We talk about it. There's no blame in this world whatsoever when you have that direct line with the Creator and His spirits. You want to blame anybody, you blame yourself. Even our elders back in the days. They couldn't stop it, but they tried. Some of our elders lost their lives. They're trying to stop it. There's one here today. We talk about some of these things to our older ones, so they can tell our children where we lost some of our babies, like here. We try to tell our people that, especially from when they're old enough to understand, they're really intelligent, these babies. And that's why when they asked me here that what we can do, my first words were bring these young women out here, these old women out here, to do what they have to do to these children here. Because they bring life into this world. That's why I said that. That was my teaching that I was taught from my two spiritual people that are in here that are in the spirit world. I prayed to them. I even prayed to my son, Ennett Dunny, to come and get these babies. He left me two children, two grandchildren, a son and a daughter, granddaughter. I haven't seen them for 24 years, going on 25 years since they were babies. My grandson, big tall fellow. My granddaughter's about that tall. I haven't seen him, but in pictures I have. So it's a big loss what we're talking about here. I know what some of these people are feeling right now, what I'm talking about. I haven't seen my grandchildren, my firstborn grandchildren, me and my companion. I like what my brother talked about, acknowledge his family. My wife was invited, and myself, to come here to do this. I knew she was sick, but she forced me to come here. I wasn't going to come, to be honest with you folks. I felt honest. But I'm glad she pushed me forward. She said they need you down there. Our people need you down there. I didn't understand what was going on at that time until we got here. I started putting two and two together. So I'm grateful and thankful for you, the folks, Chair, for asking me to come here. Asking us to come here like that in a good way. To guide me this way for good reason, I didn't know. To be honest, I didn't know. But I'm glad I was hitting here, what my brother talked about in that cemetery. I sat there with those babies as long as I can. Grandfather and grandmother. That was my teachings. You never leave. The teacher was talking about all through this, listening to this. Glad my nephew listened. A little bit stories we told in our sweat lodges. Ceremonies, different ceremonies. Glad he paid attention to that. Glad that we're all learning something new here today. This ain't about what we can do here or whatever. My brother even said it, the magical word was that smudge. My son, he came in his mother's steps, came on behalf of his mom. Now, this is my baby boy here. I'm grateful for that. My nephew Jeff asked me to come. I'm grateful for that. But again, I didn't know what I was getting into. Someone would say, are you anxious to go? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going to go on. I didn't really know until I got here. And at the same time, too, I want to thank all these folks that helped us. Especially like my brother John said, the ones that were cleaning the graves. I watched them, gentle hands, just like it was their own baby. It made me feel good. I even sat there and cried. Because I felt so comfortable that we had beautiful ladies to do this for us, to bring them out of the sacred Mother Earth, to allow us to take them home, to allow us to feel that comfort that they probably never had, but we were here to comfort them. We gave them everything we possibly could to get them home. When we go home, I prayed for a good trip for our relatives. Put them back to beat the roof, man. That's what we're going to do when we get home. We're going to feel good about that. When we meet our reservation line, we're home. Again, we got boundaries over there. Big world, our boundary. Day one. My nephew, said it. You bleed. It's the same. There's a lot of ways to look at these beautiful stories that we tell, these prayer stories. They're prayer stories to me because it makes a lot of sense to us. If you're not paying attention, it's going to catch up to you and you're going to understand what that individual person said. Man or woman, child or daughter. Are people very intelligent? Again, my brother John talked about that. They tried for many years to kill us all, I guess you could say it. We're still here. We're never going to leave this world until the Creator takes us. That's the stories I know about these ways, and all this what I do here, that ain't me. To be honest with you, it ain't me. It's that medicine that we burn, the smudge, sweetgrass, cedar, whatever. They take control over whatever we're going to do here. And we always pray when we start out with that prayer, that medicine, to keep us safe, to keep us honest, to show us the love and kindness that we have to anybody and everybody that comes through that door. And that means this big door that we're talking about right here, heavens. Because we're very short-tempered as humans. You get jealous of somebody over here, over there. It ain't like that, not in our way. We try not to practice that. We try to open the doors because we're not perfect. So we have to show people that we're trying to do something positive. And I want to thank all you guys for listening to me. And like I said, what I'm saying here, it's not really me. It's these spirits that I talk to while listening to all of you. I was telling my nephew Jeff and his companion, I said, geez, John stole all my speech. I said, I don't know what to say, but I want to thank you, John. You did a very good job, you know. So now you become the oldest elder here.